Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Oh my god. Ow, that hurt. Oh my god, that hurts so bad. But anyway, hi everyone, my name is Star, and today is another internet news segment. This is the second episode of it. Well, actually it isn't, but like this is the second video of me doing commentary in this format as if you're watching the news, which I think is really fun to do. I mean, not watching the news, but like watching internet drama being formatted this way. I've watched False ID do this and Moist Critical, and I am inspired by both of them to do it this way. So, also, yes, my hair is brown. Look at this shit. It gives me such gender euphoria because I am non-binary, so look at this shit. It's hanging on my wall, but anyway, welcome to Star's Internet News headline. So for anybody who's not familiar with how this thing works that I do, basically I get all the nitty-gritty stuff out of the way and then I share some wholesome news. So yeah, so the first things first, I usually get the worst news out of the way, then I save the best for last. Alright, so the first piece of news today is going to take a bit longer to cover because there's a lot of, it's kind of like working at a barn. You have a lot of shit to shuffle. Alright, first things first, a Vtuber that's very famous, you may know her and you might even follow her. Some people might not like her because of her past actions, but just because she's done bad things in the past, that does not mean she deserves what she's currently going through right now. So for those of you guys who may not know who I'm talking about, this woman's name is Silvervale, and she is, and I quote, this is how she describes her streams, a wholesome and lewd streamer, a wholesome, lewd, comfy streamer, which is somewhat some parts of what inspired the way my streams work. I haven't been streaming lately because my computer's gone to shit, because it can no longer handle the abuse of streaming anymore. So I have to wait until I get a new computer, which will be several months. But Silvervale is a streamer who mainly streams very comfy games and very chill games. She has streamed games such as Among Us. She's done Among Us before. She has played Valheim. She has played Skyrim on stream. She has also played Final Fantasy Online and multiple other JRPGs. And she has also done media share streams, aka reaction streams, and she has also done just chatting streams as well, and she has collaborated with other famous VTubers and also FleshTubers. She has collabed with streamers such as CDogVA, and also I believe she's collabed with Cottontail VA, which I don't really know much about her, so I'm sorry if I don't know much about Cottontail VA. I honestly thought she was only a Chatterbait streamer because I'm not gonna lie, I watch a Chatterbait streamer that kinda does look like her, I'm not even kidding, but it's not the same name. This streamer just looks like her. She has also collaborated with Project Melody, which is a very famous virtual cam girl and also virtual streamer on Twitch. She has streamed with one of my all-time favorite VTubers, Iron Mouse. I look up to Iron Mouse a lot, and she has really inspired me in regards to my recovery with my physical and mental health problems. Apricot the Lich is also another VTuber she has collaborated with. And yes, Apricot and Iron Mouse, Project Melody, Zentrea, Anamia Nazuna, Keisan Onar, and Vebe, and Nianers, and Haruka Caribou, they are all part of VShojo. However, VShojo is currently being harassed so severely. Several of the VShojo girls have actually been driven to panic attacks because of the harassment they're going through. And I wish I was joking, and I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. I'm going to show you a clip of Silvervale addressing the controversy. And before I play the clip, I would just like to say, please do not harass anybody involved in this situation. None of the VShojo girls are in the wrong in this situation. They all have good intentions. I honestly don't believe that they are transphobic because, this is gonna sound like I'm lying, but I have interacted with some of the VShojo girls before. Like 2 years ago, I think, on my old Twitch account that I never streamed from. No, you guys may not have the username of that account because it's deleted, so you will not be able to find it. And no, it's not under any internet alias I've used publicly. It's one of my private aliases. But I have spoken to some of the VShojo girls, and a lot of them are actually, even though a lot of them don't really have the best of social skills, a lot of them have really good intentions in my opinion, and a lot of them are just severely misunderstood in my opinion. Now, to the people who are gonna bring up the Nuxtaku situation, in my opinion, everybody was in the wrong in that situation. I still support both Nuxtaku and also the VShojo girls. I still support both of them, but in my opinion, both parties handled it very poorly. Now, I'm gonna stop stalling now, and I'm gonna explain to you why the VShojo girls are being harassed. So the VShojo girls are being harassed because I believe, I think Apricot has also played Hogwarts Legacy, but Silvervale streamed Hogwarts Legacy. Now, if anybody does not know, like, why people are so angry about it, there are some people who, are angry because the author of the Harry Potter books, which is separate from Hogwarts Legacy, is a transphobic piece of shit. Which really makes me mad because I looked up to J.K. Rowling for a long time. I actually looked up to her, but then I found out she was very transphobic, especially towards transgender women and non-binary people such as myself, and that fucking hurt me a lot. Needless to say, Silvervale immediately started getting harassed in chat, and there have been very malicious rumors spread about with Silvervale. Like, people have started accusing her of banning the word transgender and gay in her chat when she did not ban those words. She did not. I want to make that very clear. As a streamer myself, I am able to confirm, no, she did not ban those words. Those words are actually auto-blocked by Twitch. What I mean by that is that Twitch banned those words because some people have used those words to incite harassment against the LGBTQ community. And they didn't just do this with the LGBT community, they also did this with the disability community. they've blocked words such as autism or Tourette syndrome as well. Not because they want to censor disabled and queer folk on Twitch. I don't think that's ever been a problem, because a very large amount of famous streamers on Twitch, you may know famous streamers such as Justaminx or another famous streamer, Sweet Anita. Justaminx and Sweet Anita are two of the most famous female streamers I know of being openly out of the closet. Sweet Anita is demisexual and Justaminx is pansexual. So obviously I don't think that Twitch is censoring anyone's sexuality or gender identity or disability, because Sweet Anita only got banned once for her Tourette's, but that's because the Twitch staff genuinely did not know that she had Tourette's syndrome. So, in my opinion, that was just a mistake on their part. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, that's a genuine mistake that they made. I've had Twitch take down streams of mine because I also had a tick where I punched a wall or something. That only happened once on stream, luckily, but I have tics triggered by anger that will cause me to throw shit. Luckily, it never happens around other people, so other people do not have to worry about that. But also, no, I don't have Tourette syndrome. I keep getting asked that, but no, I don't have Tourette syndrome. Some autistic people can have tics. It's not common, but it can happen to autistic people too. But yeah, Silvervale is basically being called all kinds of nasty names. Not only that, but people are digging up her past and using it against her. And people are also saying that she deserves the death threats. Yes, Silvervale has even been receiving death threats. And luckily, I am so happy that Silvervale has all the other VShojo girls to stand up for her, around her, because all of them have been sticking up for her. They've done nothing but stick up for her, and they're all sticking up for each other. And I think it's amazing that all of these VTubers are standing up for Silvervale. And I've even made a tweet stating that y'all should leave Silvervale the fuck alone, because there's a difference between the art and the artist. And you guys need to learn to separate the art from the artist. You can still enjoy the media that an artist has put out, but you don't have to like the artist. You know what I mean? I actually really love Harry Potter as well. However, I don't talk about it much on the internet because I know that I might get backlash for it. But there's a very big difference between the art and the artist. The artist is someone who made the art. The art is its own separate thing. It is its own story, it's its own world. It's different from the artist. Not everyone's art is going to reflect the artist themselves. I want to make that abundantly clear. Now I'm going to show you the clip of Silvervale talking about the harassment on stream, and I'm also going to show you guys a tweet that one VTuber made standing up for Silvervale right now, so here it goes.
Really hard, and I try not to talk about this kind of stuff because my stream is not a place for negativity or bad feelings, and I try not to let you guys see this side of me, but I feel like this was the best way to talk to my community directly, because you guys are the people that I care about the most out of everything. I care about you guys, not the random people jumping on a hate mob for clout and attention and wanting to feel special and give themselves a pat on the back for bullying the stupid Harry Potter nerd. And also I'm probably gonna cry a lot, so I'm sorry for that. And it's probably gonna get really bad. So I apologize. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to give in to the bullying from all the terminally online Twitter freaks that don't even watch my streams and don't know anything about me. And I'm having a hard time just talking to you guys right now. It was hard to even press the button, but I feel like it was necessary because this has blown up a lot, and I don't want people to think that I am some kind of person that I'm not. As you know, I streamed Hogwarts Legacy last week with my title, making it very obvious I was doing so, and I was in the game category for the game because I was streaming that game. And as you guys know, and I made it very clear when I was streaming the game, that Harry Potter means a lot to me. And in order to have a comfortable chat, a legible chat, terms were blocked to stop people from inciting hate raids and filling the chat with harassment and negativity like what happened to tons of streamers before me. But apparently people think that I banned the word trans in my chat, which I did not. People just randomly went into my chat trying to find things that Automod held, I guess. And when you get words held by Automod, it specifically tells you that your message is being checked by moderators because Twitch deems it as harassment. And incidentally, the word trans itself falls under the level 2 moderation filter along with gay or other terms, just because they are regularly used to incite harassment. And that level of moderation holds it so your mods can check it first before it's accepted into the chat. I think putting those measures in place for a comfortable chatting experience for the streamer and the community is a really basic thing. It's a normal practice for streamers to do. But that doesn't mean that I'm taking any stance on people's personal lives or political leanings or beliefs or anything. Like, my streams have never and will never be a place to discuss these kinds of topics. And I hate that I have to do it now, because it's not something I want to do. I would rather not. But like I said, I feel the need to address it, because people really like to spread hate, I guess. Harry Potter meant the world to me when I was little. I've talked about this a lot on stream, and like it was my whole childhood. It was a world to escape to, and I went to every book release in my little robe and my little scarf with my best friends. And that was my whole world. That was my whole childhood. Like, I didn't have a great childhood, and Harry Potter made it so much better. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks that that's being tied with such horrible ideals. But it's something totally different, you know? I'm getting to experience the nostalgia of the best parts of my childhood in the form of like an amazing, super high quality modern game. It was like a dream come true for me. And if you're a part of this community and you believe that me doing nothing but streaming this game means I'm against your views, then you're welcome to stop being a part of this community, and you can stop watching the streams. And I get that, you know? I understand that. And we all understand your feelings, and you know, I hope you enjoyed your time here while you were.
So that is the tweet that also another one of Silvervale's friends, I think it's someone Silvervale knows, like tweeted. explaining, like, y'all should fucking stop harassing this poor woman and leave her alone. Honestly, this whole thing, like, makes me hate cancel culture more than I already have. But I will read to you guys the tweet that I made. Yes, this is coming from my account. Do not go on my Twitter unless you are 18 years old, by the way, because I do have NSFW content on there. So... Alright, so I found my tweet, and I'm going to read it. This is the tweet right here. But I said, please, let me try that again. But I said, please leave Silvervale alone. She's done nothing wrong. All she did was stream a fucking game. I know J.K. Rowling is transphobic, but she didn't make the fucking game. I'm also trans, and I know that y'all are angry that the OG creator was transphobic, but y'all are going too far. Y'all bullied this poor innocent woman to the point to where she was fucking crying and hyperventilating. Y'all clearly have a fucking problem if you think bullying people is okay. And yes, I'm aware Silver has made bad choices in the past, but she does not deserve this kind of harassment and abuse. She also explained repeatedly that she doesn't hate anyone who is LGBTQ, but y'all are fucking dogpiling onto her. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's what I said, basically. And this tweet got 77 views, but luckily no hate has gone on the tweet. Thank God, because I don't want to end up having to deal with terminally online Twitter freaks. But yeah, I was pretty pissed off when I saw the clip of Silvervale hyperventilating and crying, because it definitely sounded like she was about to have a panic attack. And the reason why I know she might have been about to have a panic attack is because, like, I've had panic attacks that looked exactly like that before. And I've also met people who have had panic attacks. So, y'all are driving Silvervale to the point where she's having panic attacks. And it's your guys' fault. I mean, not the people who did not harass her. You guys are fine. But the people who are harassing her and calling her names, that's it. That's on you. You guys take responsibility for that. That's 100% on you. I do not care what you guys have to say. That is fucking on you, okay? That's on you. That's completely your fault. That is your fault. And I do not care what anybody else has to say. If anybody, like, chooses to harass me or say negative things about Silvervale or any of the VShojo girls in my comment section or bring up their past against them, you will be fucking blocked and banned. I am not kidding. I'm not playing around. I am done with people harassing people over their past mistakes. Y'all are done, okay? Like, I'm serious. I'm 100% serious right now. Other news is that I have mentioned Apricot the Lich, also known as Fruit. She is also from VShojo, and she's also a friend of Silvervale's. She's also getting harassed by the same people, even though she has explained repeatedly that she is a very strong supporter of the trans community and that a family member of hers is also transgender and that she has helped him get the gender-affirming care he wants and needs. But people are also calling Apricot a transphobe, even though, like, she has done multiple streams supporting multiple charities for LGBT kids. Like, although Apricot isn't getting as much harassment as Silvervale, she's still dealing with a lot too, but I am really, really proud with the way that both Apricot and Silvervale have handled themselves. I would not be able to handle myself that well in that situation, but they are handling it amazingly well. Especially Apricot. Like, holy shit. I don't know how Fruits is able to remain so calm during this situation. I would end up crying if I was in the situation that she's in. But Apricot is handling it amazingly well. And she's helping all of the Vshoujo girls through this. And I am so proud of her for helping everyone through this. Like, I am unbelievably proud of Vshoujo. This whole situation kind of does show that Vshoujo, they've gotten better as people, and they're all standing up not only for each other and people they know, but they're also standing up for complete strangers on the internet they don't know. Like, they're standing up for people in their chats. They're making sure that all the transphobic people are being banned on their Twitch channels and YouTube channels, and they're all correcting misinformation about things they've said. It is amazing. In my opinion, they are handling it amazingly well. I don't think anyone else could do a better job than the way they're handling it right now. Because not only do a lot of the Vshoujo girls know a lot of trans people, but some of the Vshoujo girls did openly come out as different sexualities. Iron Mouse has actually come out as pansexual. Not many people know that about her. Well, she said she thinks she might be either pansexual or demisexual, but she said that she doesn't want to label herself quite yet, which is understandable. People come out at different phases in their life, and that's completely fine. I didn't know I was trans until my late teens or early 20s. So I understand people figure out sexuality and gender at different ages. I've met people who did not figure out their sexuality or gender until their 40s or even 50s. I'm not even kidding. I've met people who did not realize they were trans or some other part of the LGBT community until their 40s or 50s. I'm not even kidding. I've met people like that. I've even met people who figured it out at age 6 or 7 or even earlier. I've met somebody who figured out they were trans at 5 or 6. So everyone figures out sexuality and gender at a different part of their life. Everyone is different. The most common, that's the most common myth is that you figure it out during puberty, which isn't always the case. But yeah, some of the Vshoujo girls are openly LGBT as well. They don't really use labels. I know Silvervale has stated that yes, she likes women, but she also likes men, but she did not state what her sexuality is. Iron Mouse has stated she thinks she's either demisexual or pansexual. She doesn't really understand the difference between those two, and she says that she's not really in a hurry to label herself, which is understandable. Some people don't even use labels for their sexuality or gender. Apricot, aka Fruit, has stated that she likes both men and women, although she never stated her sexuality either. Project Melody has stated that she is pansexual, and Kason did not label her sexuality. She doesn't really seem to have a preference for a specific gender, so I think she might be pansexual. I don't know, I'm not her, so also other people who have worked closely with Vshoujo, such as AI Candy. AI Candy is non-binary and pansexual. Snuffy is pansexual as well. Snuffy OO. That's who I'm talking about, by the way. Also, Akuma Nimune is bisexual. She recently came out as bisexual. And all that. So, yeah, that's the second piece of news is Apricot is also being harassed. However, she's handling it gracefully. So is Silvervale. But honestly, I think Apricot might have the most experience with content creation, because I heard she's been on the internet for 15 years, I think. It's either her or Nanners that has the most experience Neanners, she has not stated anything about the harassment. I honestly don't think she wants to get involved, which I don't blame her. I really don't blame her, because I know that she has been a target of harassment in the past, and she was actually, I believe she was swatted at one point, and I know for a fact she was doxxed. So I understand completely why she would not want to get involved in this. But now the first bit of wholesome news. Recently a indie VTuber, for those of you guys who don't know what an indie VTuber is, indie means independent, meaning they don't work with an agency. Some people do think that this VTuber works for Ninji Sanji, but they don't. His name is Shoto. But an indie VTuber, Shoto, he has recently reached 1 million followers on Twitch and YouTube as well. Which I would just like to say, congrats, bro! I'm so proud of you. I started watching you a year ago, but I never knew you had a YouTube channel until recently. I just watched clips of you, but I didn't know what your username was, so I didn't follow an official account until recently. So, but I've watched Shoto since the beginning of his streaming career, and I just want to say I am so fucking proud of him for getting so far. It is a lot harder for masculine VTubers to succeed, because while most streaming varieties have always been male dominated, what's interesting about the VTuber community is that it's always been female dominated, and it's been harder for transgender VTubers and also male VTubers to succeed. But Shoto has recently reached 1 million subs on YouTube and 1 million Twitch followers, and I am so fucking proud of him. Like, I'm so happy for him. Like, he absolutely deserves the success he's getting, because like, he seems like such a genuinely kind-hearted person, and he has been an amazing friend to other VTubers, and he is so kind-hearted, and despite the like jokingly bantering between him and his chat, he seems like a genuinely nice person. It's a common gimmick for VTubers to bicker with their chat, but at the end of the day, Shoto has an amazing parasocial relationship with his chat. He's really good at stating boundaries and all that, and he's also stood up for all of his friends as well. And I am so proud of him for coming so far in his career in such a short amount of time. And the last piece of news today is that this is a personal news thing for me. I'm really excited about this. I recently reached 360 subscribers on my YouTube. 360 of y'all! Woo! I'm so happy. But yeah, I would just like to say thank you guys so much for 360 subs. I could not have succeeded on YouTube without you, and I am so close to getting 1,000 subs. I am so close, because once I reach 1,000 subs, I won't have to live on disability benefits anymore. I'll be able to make normal minimum wage money just like everyone else, and it makes me extremely happy knowing that I am doing what I love and I am succeeding at what I love. But that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Star, and I am out. Later. Bye.